simple thing, where did you go? I'm getting older and I need someone to rely on. Oh, simple thing, where did you go? I'm only getting older and I need someone to rely on. I don't know why I can go cry. I only know that I can only know that. Oh, simple thing, where did you go? I'm only here to let you know. I'm only here to let you know. And don't you know, where did you go? I'm only here to really know. It's hot in this truck, y'all. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in, and then we're gonna talk about a few things. Alright? It's gonna be a more get to know me kind of chit chat, and it's gonna hopefully open some things and help you guys better understand on where I'm coming from with everything going on. So what's up? Yeah, I should be sleeping, but I'm having a rough night tonight. I'm having a rough night, so there's a lot of things going on and a lot of thoughts and stuff that's hitting me tonight. So figured I'd talk, you know, see how things are going with everybody, and hopefully you guys will understand. Hey, I got a new hat, by the way, guys. I'm going to show you guys. Don't you know, where did you go? Hey James, how's it going? Hat. Oh wait, I need it to be pointing up a little bit more. Here. There's my hat. How do you guys like it? Let's turn the light out. How do you guys like it? Yeah. Aw, thank you guys. So I know you guys, thank you for the raid, by the way. I appreciate it. Cat Mom, you're absolutely right. I should be sleeping right now. But, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm going through what they call kind of like, an emotional roller coaster is what I'm going to best describe it as right now. The last couple days have been like that for me. And to say that I'm going through probably one of my... Bobby was driving and snow plow through hail all over his... Oh! Bloody Nora. That is not cool for that. I hope... I hate when snowplows do that. They just don't understand. But that's alright. I hope Bobby's okay. I hope the truck's okay. Hopefully they get fixed what they need to get fixed, if anything needs to get fixed. But yeah, I'm hoping Bobby's okay. Thank you. I got this for, I think I spent $12 on it or something like that. I can't remember. I think I got another one, but I'm not sure. I don't think I did. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, this chat's gonna talk about why I haven't been streaming the last couple days, and a few other things. I want you guys to know one thing, that truck driving is a very difficult job, you know, and that you're by yourself 100% of the time almost, you know. And the reason why truck driving is not for everybody, it really isn't, and it really is reliant on your support, the support that you have back at home, and who's supporting you while you're on the road. You know, you need your mental health is a very big key aspect in this field. It's a very big thing that I push for, is mental health. There's a lot of things that affect me on this job, and the one thing that I want to tell you guys that you guys don't know is I suffer from PTSD, anxiety, and anxiety. I suffer from all three of those on different degrees and different levels. And you know, I might joke. Hold on one second. Atlantis, where are you? I need you. Come here. Oi, why are you up there? Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, hush. You. Ow. Yeah, okay. Hey, I need you to be part of this conversation, okay? Okay, maybe not. Alright, I guess you're gonna go back up there. That's fine. You do you, babe. Come on. Come on. You're part of this conversation, alright? Actually, you helped me a lot today, so I appreciate it. This right here, right, is my lifesaver right here. This wonderful four-legged angel, I call her, right? Even though she gets really upset with me sometimes, she will come on my bed during the middle of the night and wake me up from a nightmare. Don't ask me how she knows I'm having nightmares, but she knows, and she will physically wake me up 100 times before yeah. Hi. And she says, hit that like button so she can get more cat treats. There you go. You do that. Alright. So, when the last couple days, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because my mom's anniversary of her death is coming up, and that's got a lot to do with it. I don't know if it's because I've been on the road for a month and a half already. I think it's been a month, actually, and it's going to be a month and a half. I don't know if it's just me not sleeping right, or if it's just me driving for 11 hours straight with only a 30-minute break. I don't know if that's what's causing it. I don't know what's going on, you know. But I do know one thing, that the last couple of days and the last couple of weeks have been really tough for me. Now, I know that sometimes it's getting really hot in this truck, but that's okay. I have gone through a lot with this truck. I'm actually going through something right now with the alternator, potentially the alternator. Because I just put 4 new batteries on this thing. I put a new pigtail and a new airline and a cable line, which is what we call in the industry the pigtail. We got that replaced. And the truck still wants to act up, alright? You came really close to hitting this truck, buddy. And I don't know why you gotta go 1,000,000 miles an hour going through this parking lot. But okay, you do you. Alright? So... scratch cat fever. No, I don't have scratch cat fever. At least not yet. And I bought a hat because I'm going bald. I'm losing my hair. Oh well. But I wanted to let you guys know that I had a few comments and a few people email me from, I don't know if they're just haters, I don't know if they're trolls, I don't know what it is, but they're constantly asking, why am I not streaming? Why do you find it, like, you shouldn't be truck driving, you shouldn't be doing this. I had one viewer email me saying I did a horrible job backing up in the very first short, the very first short that I posted, which was back in Pennsylvania with Western Express when I used to work for them. And I had that delivery, and you know how I put that short up with the challenge of the day for me that day, and I was backing into a very tall, small space, and I had no choice but to run over the curb and hit the grass, and literally within inches on both sides made it in. But the email, I got that email today, and I just lost it. Like, I started crying. I'm like, how can someone who has never driven a truck be so hateful and or so critical on everything that you're doing wrong, you know? It really hit me today. It hit me, there's a lot of things that are hitting me all at one time, and I'm just trying my best to process it, to try to come up with a game plan to how to provide better content, to not be so negative on things, you know, and to be very real about what I'm seeing and how I'm feeling and what it is. But right now, this situation, this current time and moment is hard. You know, I'm dealing with low mileage. I only ran 1,900 miles. No. What was it? 1,900 miles last week? Less than 1,500 miles last week. Which means my paycheck this week was only less than $1,000 this week, guys. Less than $1,000, and I worked 70 hours. Well, it says for drive time I worked 64 to 60 hours of drive time, but it doesn't include my off-duty time and sitting at a shipper and doing this and doing that. It doesn't include all that, you know. What? Don't let the... Oh, okay. I agree that. Aw. So, you know, when right now as truck drivers, all of us, including Bobby, including Ernie, including everybody who's driving a truck, you got owner-operators, you have independent people, you have lease owner-operators that are trying to buy their truck through a company, you have company drivers that are working for small companies, and you have company drivers working for mega companies like I do. We're all hurting. We are all hurting in this time where you don't know what your next load's going to be, and you hope it's a good run. You hope that it pays well. You know, right now I'm not relying, I don't get paid the full price of a load. I get paid by the miles at a percent. Not a percent, but at a rate, a flat rate. All right, I'm not going to go into details, but I'm relying myself to average a check that I need to average. I'm relying on miles, and lots of them. I'm relying on over 2,500 to 2,300 miles a week just to get what I want to get in a paycheck. And it doesn't always work out that way. Now, most of you guys are probably asking yourself, what is going on? Because right now, I'm nowhere near South Carolina. That's where I was heading. However, that was a 2,600 mile run, okay? That was a 2,500 mile run with my empty run from Sacramento to Los Angeles. That was a whole day driving down to Los Angeles to pick up a load to go to South Carolina, only to be called by my DM and be told that, hey, we have a driver who needs to go home. It's her home time. Do you mind swapping loads? Yes, it's fine. I will swap loads if it needs to be done, which it did need to be done. It wasn't really an option. It was more or less of, this driver needed to go home, and this was her only option to go home. And the load I'm taking now is going up to Columbus, Ohio. You know, but this week I had been struggling this week with running accurately and efficiently, and it's because right now I'm getting bombarded with just a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm letting people down, and I'm trying very hard to come up with a motivation to do live streams, to come up with videos, to try to figure out something to keep content coming on YouTube. But here's the thing, you guys. I'm not technologically advanced. I'm trying to figure out this whole GoPro camera, the whole editing software on these apps. I love listening to music as I drive, and that's what gets me going every morning. And I love listening to music. It's what calms me down, it's what gets me focused on the road, and it's what gets me ready for the day. Not to mention Atlantis. But really, you guys help a lot. You know, I'm also overwhelmed and kind of perplexed as to how the algorithm works on YouTube. I know it takes time to get subscribers. I know it takes time to get viewers. I know it takes time to get your own audience in terms of your own channel audience, you know. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Cat Mom. Thank you, Chelsea. I understand now a lot of people are going to talk as I'm driving, which is probably alright, you know. But I like to talk about things that other people like to talk about. I don't care what it is. I will talk about it till I'm blue in the face. There's a few things I won't talk about, but there's a lot of things I'll talk about. And this is one of those times where I need to just vent. I need to talk and need to just to kind of calm myself down a little bit. Actually, a lot. Oh, there's a Trans Am. The reason why I parked here is, whoops, right here is relaxing. I'm seeing trucks leave. I'm seeing trucks come into the fuel island. I get to see the craziness at the fuel island because it's entertaining for me. Yeah. You know, I gotta thank everybody, you know. I'm gonna put my hat back on because it's awesome. And I'm gonna put the air on. Hold on one second, guys. And there is another thing that I want to do, but I was kind of, hold on, hand in the face, sorry, apologies. I gotta put the air on real quick. Atlantis, move. Put that on, that's gotta go here, that's gonna go there. That's being turned on. And we'll leave that up there. Alright, Atlantis, you gonna lay down there? Okay. Oh, Atlantis, you done spilled the litter! Hi! Oh well. Hold on, what does that say? Oh, thank you, Chelsea. You know, but there's things I want you guys to know about me that I'm not gonna stream every trip. I'm not gonna stream every day. It's not that I am being lazy. It's because it's maybe a day that I'm having a really bad day, or I just need some time to myself, and driving is a very relaxing thing for me. But I'm still struggling with understanding how to manage my time. I'm struggling with it big time. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples. And I'm going to show you guys too. I'm going to show you guys the last couple days of my HOS, okay? I got gray hair coming in. Whoops. And maybe someone can explain to me how I'm not managing my time correctly or something. But as you guys can tell, hold on guys, I gotta do something. Hold on 1 second, please hold. Alright guys, sorry, I had to blank out some information because there's another thing that's going on that's kind of got me worried. Alright, there's a reason why there's this tape here, alright? There's a reason why there's that tape there. Hold on, there's another thing I gotta block there because I just noticed it. You gotta take your own privacy and make sure that you don't let people see certain things that you don't want them to see. Okay, that'll work. But anyway, I'm struggling with managing my time, and maybe someone can help me understand this. Someone can help me to better understand what's going on that I'm doing wrong, okay? Let's start back when I was in California, alright? This is my road to California. As you can tell, I started at 6, I started around 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh, excuse me. Oh God, hold on guys. It moved. I didn't want it to move like that, but that's okay. Alright, that'll have to do right now. Alright, so we'll leave it there. Alright, sorry. You guys just yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm struggling with my time, as you guys can tell. In California, I started at 5 o'clock in the morning, Central Standard Time. But in reality, I started at 2 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. This whole thing, this whole chart right here is Central Standard Time, alright guys? As you guys can tell, this is my run, alright? I ran 498 miles that day. And I ran for about 9 hours and 40 minutes that day, alright? I ran for almost 10 hours that day, and I only drove 498 miles, okay? I don't know if I could have done better, but this was in California, where you can only travel 55 miles an hour.
and stuff like that. And I did almost 500 miles that day. All right, from Sacramento all the way to Los Angeles and then to Barstow. I ended up in Barstow, California that day. All right. Then the next day comes, which is, this is in New Mexico, because from Barstow to Arizona, I think, or New Mexico. As you guys can tell, I drove 565 miles that day. All right. I drove for 8 hours and 43 minutes. And I did an hour and 20 minutes off duty. I did 13 hours of sleeping. I did 17 minutes of post-trip and pre-trip, by the looks of it. But I did 565 miles. But as you guys can tell, 8 hours and 43 minutes I drove that day. Alright? I don't know if I could have driven any further, and there's a lot of factors that goes into it. Alright. The next day, 523 miles. 8 hours and 17 minutes. This is where I did the load swap in Texas to go to Ohio instead. Alright, guys? It's just one of those things. I need help to understand how to manage my time better to make the most of it, you know? This is today's date, I think. This is today's driving. 580 miles. 9 hours and 14 minutes I drove today. Alright? I'm not sure what else I need to do. I don't understand how to manage my time any better than what I can do. Everyone's like, run for 11, run for 11, run for 11. But here's the kicker on that, guys, right? I have 11 hours like they want me to, like people say to. As you can tell, you know, those are my times for the last 4 days, 3 days. I got 31 hours left of my 70. That right there is my work week, guys. If I run out of time like that, I have to sit for a full 34 hours before I can get my 70 hours back. I have an hour and 45 minutes left on my 11-hour DOT. Here's the problem. I can't make it to my fuel stop tonight in that time, but I can make it to another Lowe's. But by then, the parking is getting ridiculous, you know? That's partly why I start at almost 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, wherever I'm at. If I'm possibly able to do that, you know? Woo! Yeah. So I don't know if someone can help me. Email me tips. Put comments on Facebook. Put comments somewhere. You know, onions, loads of onions. Onion season. That's a full trailer of onions, guys. Woohoo! That's a lot of onions. I must have like passed 7 of those trucks today. I wish Bobby was here with that. But, you know, sorry, I was wiping a thing off my eye. I'm struggling out here. I really am. I'm struggling out here. It might not look like it, but I am physically and mentally struggling. If you guys don't know, for those who don't know, I don't have a home. I don't have a home to go to. This truck is my home. Thank you, Kathy. This is my home. And for someone who suffers with anxiety and PTSD and depression, all 3 don't need to be hitting me all at the same time. But today and the last couple of days it has. You know, it might not sound like it, but it has. They say to take medicine. Some medicines work for me, some medicines don't. I actually got to get back to the doctor and talk to them about it. I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but I guess it's because it's going to make more sense of what's going on. Alright? And maybe I won't get as many hateful emails from, I don't know if they're just purposely doing it. I don't know if this is what they do, because if this is what they do, if this is how they talk to people, I don't want them. I don't want those people on my channel. I want this channel to be happy, to be educational, to be fun for families, friends, husband, wives, kids, people who want to become truck drivers. I want this to be very, very, very educational, and I want this to be inspirational for people. And if you guys see anything like that, I need your guys' help to report them and to block them, or to let me know about it, what to look for, because I'm not going to catch it all the time. And I don't want to be hit with something called inappropriate YouTube channel because there was a comment that slipped through when I was live streaming and I didn't catch it. And emails, I got the email address because I thought it was going to be a good way of talking to my fans and to take more time to explain things for my fans, and to, if you had an in-depth question, you could email me at that email address and I would get it. But how do I go through my emails if I got people from companies who want to promote my channel? I'm not going with those promotions. I didn't ask for them yet. I don't know if they're spammers. I don't know if they're scammers. I don't know if they just are trying to hack my account, if they want access to my account. But they're all offering some sort of, hey, we can help with your SOP, we can help with your SEOs, we can help promote your channel, we can help boost up your viewership, we can help get better content. I'm like, I'm almost scared, because those people, these emails that I'm getting are very in-depth with information. I don't want that yet. I just want this channel to grow because I make it grow, because I have the community around me that will help promote it, to help make the community like it is now. Fun, family, educational, inspirational, and I want, for those people who want to become truck drivers, I want them to be able to go to channels like me, Bobby, Ernie, Gary's, anybody's, like Riding with Dave, or Riding with Jay, or any of those channels, any trucking channel that I could think of. I have a few channels that I watch for educational purposes. I can learn a lot from them. And I'm just wondering, has anybody gotten those emails when they first started their YouTube channel, and how do they stop from those emails coming through? I just ignore them, or I delete them, is the way I'm doing it. But how do I report them? I don't know how to report them, because technically speaking, they're just promoting their own little business, should I say. And it scares me, because I don't want them to take over my channel. I've heard of channels getting completely taken over by other people and taking all the credit and taking their money and all that stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Cat Mom. And I know I sound like I'm ranting. I know right now I'm sounding like I'm complaining, and it's because I am. I'm complaining because this week has really sucked, emotionally and physically for me. I was looking forward to going to South Carolina. I was so looking forward to going there, because it was something I wanted to go. But I had to do a swap load, which I don't mind doing them. It's just, get me the same amount of miles. That's all I ask, I know I don't talk very loud when I'm driving. I know I don't vocalize, and it's because I am not one to speak very loud. I don't have a loud voice. I'm not a very loud talker. I am one of them people that does not like to talk loud unless I am provoked to talk loud. And you have got to get me really upset for me to have to talk really loud. And I mean like screaming. And there's only been one time in my life where I have screamed so much. And it was so painful. Because that was the night that it was a bad night that night, you know. Atlantis. Yeah. But I'm struggling this week with my miles. I'm struggling this week with my time. I'm struggling with my emotions. I'm struggling with my mental health. I'm struggling with my physical health. Guys, the other thing that's really, really bothering me is pricing out here for food and everything else. And it's just astronomically high. I just spent $20 for dinner. That's supposed to last me till tomorrow, which is fine. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow or not. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow yet. It really depends on how I feel. But, you know, I feel bad that I haven't been streaming, and I told everybody I was gonna get back to live streaming, and I was feeling pretty good. I was having a good week. I was running out to California, which I loved to run out to California. I really do. I know California sucks at being a truck driver, but it's a beautiful drive out there. It is absolutely amazing. Except when you're having technical issues with chat, and you're having technical issues with the streaming device that you're using, and then all of a sudden your stuff comes into play. And yesterday, I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday because I had to get 2 new tires put on my trailer yesterday. You know, keep looking at me, buddy. Really, just keep looking at me. Really, just keep looking. You know, it's not like you need to know what I'm doing. You keep walking your way, and I'll keep doing my thing. But don't keep looking at me like I'm a crazy psychological. So, yeah. But I love doing what I do. And I love sharing my adventures. What I don't like is the hateful comments, the hateful negativity that I've been receiving, and the constant bombardment of, hey, we can help promote your channel, hey, we can do this, hey, we can do that. I think that's what comes with it, unfortunately, and I'm that type of personality. I don't like those kind of things. I try to avoid those at all costs, because it puts me in a really bad mood, you know. There is things that I'm trying to work on my personal self in terms of like my mental health and my mental health is really important to me, and mental health in general. When I say that truck driving is difficult, it's because you're by yourself. I have some people back at home, but I don't have a home to go to. I don't have a house to go to. I don't have an apartment to go to. I don't have something to get away from the truck, you know. They say go to a hotel and go for a week at a hotel. That's expensive, guys. That's over, for one night, for 2 nights, it was over like $200, $150 for 2 nights. And right now the freight market's so bad that I'm not making the miles I need to make to save money. I gotta pay some bills first, you know. I got a car payment and all that stuff. But probably talking too much personal, but that's okay. I love doing what I do. I really do. And there you go. That'll work. And it's just something that is I love doing what I gotta do because I'm hoping I can find somebody that can help me with my channel and let me send them videos, and they can edit it and make it into a video and then send it back to me for me to post, and I would pay that person I would be more than happy to pay that person. I know, I don't know if you guys have heard of this channel, but it's called Paperboy Trucking. Paperboy Trucking. He sends his videos, he sends his clips that he takes throughout the day to his son, and he does the whole video editing and sends it back to him for him to post it. You guys got to realize, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what software to buy. I don't know what software to use. I don't know. I've done research, but to me, my brain can't compute what really needs to be bought and or looked at. People are in a rush. Unbelievable. And I'm not understanding how to edit videos to make videos too, because I know the one thing is live stream is one thing, but making videos on a consistent daily basis or posting a video once, twice a week helps your YouTube channel grow too, because it's something that can, you know, and I just, this week was bad. I'm not gonna lie, this week was bad for me. Not because of the miles. I'm getting, like, this week is gonna be 2,500 miles this week, which is awesome, which is why I want to get this load in. I want to get this load in by Saturday. Actually, I want to get in by Sunday, which I'm on track to get it in by tomorrow, which is awesome. And then hopefully I can get another 2 loads in by Sunday. That can help boost up my miles for next week's paycheck. Because I've got to get my stuff back on track. Tomorrow's Friday, which is good. If you guys don't know anything more, my mom passed away a year ago, almost a year ago, and it's been hitting me really hard, the fact that she's no longer with me, that I can't call the number I used to call to talk to her and to say hi and to share my excitements on my good days and to talk to her when I need to talk to her on my bad days. And you know, she really helped me with my mood swings. It's really tough. And for those who don't know, it's impossible to explain how it feels to lose somebody that you truly love and that helped you raise you and helped you make the person that you are, and to know that that person's gone physically but not spiritually. But to physically be able to call my mom when I needed to and to talk to her is not there anymore. My mom had dementia at her late stages of her life. And I worry about myself on that. I don't know my family history. You know. There's a lot of things I don't know about me in terms of, like, my family history, because I was adopted. And I don't know if I'm at risk for certain things within my family. Although I don't know my family. I know my family that adopted me. I know my family that has helped raise me. I know my family that was there to support me that I had. And I feel like I'm slowly losing the people that I've gained to know and to love
eventually, you know. I lost a high school buddy of mine a couple years ago to suicide. And to this day, it's kicking me. I'm an advocate for suicide prevention. I try to do a walk. There's like walks that raise money for awareness of suicide and stuff like that. And I tried to do one of those a year, but I haven't been able to do it this year. I'm thinking about doing a fundraiser for it, but I don't know anything about how that would work. How do I set up a fundraiser for a charity that would support that? How do I get that started, you know? It's very difficult for a lot of reasons, and come here. Hello, baby. Come on. Hi. You know, there's one thing in this world that, oh, she's not complaining. Oh, she sees a truck. Hi, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. As she says graciously. Hi. Hello. Oh, don't be so grouchy. Hi. Hi. Well, oh, yep, she honked the horn. Cat honked the horn. Well, the horn works. We know that much. So yeah, there's just things I've been through that's hitting me this week that's finally hitting me. It takes a while for it to hit me, but it does finally hit me. But I really want to start making videos. I really want to start live streaming on a regular basis, but I just physically, mentally cannot do that right now. I will, don't get me wrong, I'll live stream, but I need it to work for me to consistently do it. I had bought a $300 GoPro camera. I didn't buy the newest one because I didn't need to buy the newest one. I bought like the first generation or the second generation GoPro camera. And I have everything, except I don't know anything about it. It seems so simple, but yet it's so complex for me. Like my brain's not understanding or computing on how to use it. Once I make the videos, like where do I put it in a computer, or how do I download it to something to make a video and then to edit it, and then how do you edit? Like what would be a good, you know, that whole thing. You know, so a lot of things going on this week, and difficult, you know, super difficult to go through. And there's days where I'm alone and just alone, you know. I'm a very simple person. I'm very simple. But the one thing that I love to do is to share my music and share my thoughts at times, you know. You know, I think this job was meant to happen because it was a distraction for certain things. However, I'm asking myself, why am I doing this job? Not for, well, it's for the money, obviously, but I'm doing it because I like to travel and I like to drive. I could sit here all day and drive and be perfectly fine. But when it comes to, I think there's something called I'll call it road mind warping. Meaning like you're staring at the road for 400 miles plus in a day. What do you do sitting like this, looking at your mirrors and driving for 11 and 8 hours a day? You know? And I gotta buy a new laptop for this to work, and I just don't know what kind of laptop to buy. I'll probably go to Best Buy and ask them, but I know they're gonna oversell. I don't want them to oversell. I just want the basic, simple computer that can be editing
and perfectly fine. And give me a simple software that I can work with, put the video in, edit, put music, do clips, and things like that, and I'll be perfectly fine. And let me upload it, you know? Or like I said, I will send all my videos of that day to somebody, and I will pay that person to do that work for me. Because I want it to be creative. I want it to be inspirational. I want it to be very creative. You know what I mean? Although in my mind I know what needs to be done, I just don't know how to actually do it, like to make it happen. You know. By the way, this hat looks really cool on me, don't you think? I like this hat. This hat's awesome. I like this hat. That's why I bought it. And I was going to buy two, but then I told the lady at the cashier which one does she like, because, you know, I couldn't make up my mind. So if she made up the mind, it was probably the one I was thinking of the whole time. And sure enough, she did, and it was this one. But I want to thank everybody for their support. You know, it's not easy for me to talk about things. It's not easy for me to express my feelings and understandings and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's not easy. But I think what's got me worried too is the freight market and stuff like that. We also had a town hall meeting / company meeting today for a lot of things, and we had CSR on there, we had operations managers on there, we had a lot of people on there that were just there. And some of these meetings are informative and some of them are not, but this time it was kind of very informative, and it was very actually eye-opening, because I found out that there is a good chance I'm going to be switching my home terminal, because they're doing what they call realignment of drivers and home. They're realigning their terminals to their driver's base. So basically what that means is, wherever your home base is, like where you live, what state you live in, what area of the state you live in, is where your home terminal is gonna be aligned with. So for instance, if you live in Atlanta, Georgia, you're gonna be stuck with the Ellenwood terminal. If you live in, say, Findlay, Ohio, I'm most likely going to be in the Springfield, Ohio terminal. So what does that mean, right? It's kind of got me concerned and kind of not. I got to call my DM and talk to them about it and find out what on earth are they talking about in this meeting. You know what I mean? Have someone call me and let me ask the questions that I want to ask to my company, so I can understand what the heck they were talking about today. Not to mention, they started at 3:30, not 4 o'clock. So that was like, oh, are you serious? And that didn't get communicated very well. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, I'm very... I want to give this company a chance while they're doing this merger thing with Knight Swift, coming in and merging in with Knight Swift. I want to give my company a chance to work out the kinks during a merger. You know, I've had some people say, why don't you go look for another company? I've had some people say, well, you're working for Swift and Knight now, and it's a bad thing. It's like, no, it's not a bad thing. Right, let's get one thing clear. Knight Swift, from what I am looking at, has been very good at helping companies regain their profitability within their company. Yes, they don't, like the original owners don't own it anymore. Knight Swift owns it. But as a company that works with Knight Swift as their own company, has the history, from what I'm seeing and hearing, and I'm not sure yet, speaking of which, oops, driving by. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up, can I? Woohoo! Swift, best in class, drives right past as we're talking about it. You know what I mean? That was. Oh my goodness, that was. By the way, my wolf shirt. Woo-wee! I want to give this company. I'm giving this company a very fair chance at working out the kinks. What's gonna happen come when this is complete? When the new CEO takes over, and I know right now they're working into changes right now. There are changes happening, like realignment of the terminals to the driver's home base. That's one of the changes. But my concerns is what's going to happen to the lanes. Are the lanes going to change? Is the freight lanes, like customer service support, going to change? Is the customer base going to change? Like, what customers are we going to be hauling for? Are we going to be doing Dollar General? Are we going to be doing Walmarts? Are we going to be doing Targets? Are we going to be doing spot freights? Are we going to be doing contracts? Are we going to have more open contract freights? Are we going to have long-term contracts? Are we going to have more of those? What lanes are going to be opening up? Are lanes going to be shutting down? Are we going to open up new lanes for those lanes that are going to shut down? What's the business model going to be now? That's what's got me worried. You know, is the miles going to be better? Am I going to lose some miles? If I'm going to lose miles, am I going to get paid more? That's been going through my mind the last couple of weeks, guys. It really has. Like, what do I want to do? I've made the decision to stick out with this company to see exactly what's going to happen. After everything is settled down, if I don't see an improvement on things, or I don't think things are going the way they're going to be going, then I'll find something else. But then that gives me the option, because I would have almost 2 years of experience by then of driving over the road and not local. I haven't done local. I haven't done regional. Do I have a better chance at getting those kind of positions at a good rate for me to get paid? Because I have 2 years of over-the-road experience. Not just truck driving in general, but over-the-road driving. And I'm going to see if someone can explain this better, but I'm going to explain it the way I see it. So, when it comes to over-the-road truck driving, you're faced with a lot of different challenges. And I mean a lot of different challenges. You have weather. In regional and local, you pretty much know your weather patterns of what's going to be. You know that region's weather. Whether it's going to snow, rain, sleet, hail, sunshine, dry, heat, cold, whatever, right? You pretty much... Lantis, please don't smell that. I gotta return that because that was leaking. By the way, I bought this stuff here to help with the truck, and it was leaking, so I gotta get it returned, unfortunately. It smells really good, but... Ew! It's leaking. So, over the road, you're faced with different road conditions, different shipping conditions. You don't know what you're getting into. Yeah, you can Google it and look it on Google Maps and see exactly what the place might look like. You know what you don't know? On that day, what time and what are the conditions at that time? Because what Google Maps can't show you is the changes that go throughout the years or the days or the months. It doesn't show you what it's like in the winter. It doesn't show you what happens when you have 150,000 pallets out on the shipping yard that need to be stacked up and taken by another shipping to get out of there. Doesn't show you the trucks that are currently there. And it really doesn't give you the perspective of the size that you're going to have to work with. That's the scary part. I have looked things up on Google And I thought I had loads of room to do a turnaround or to back in. When I get there, it's like, well, shoot, I have little space, not as much space as I thought, so I have to quickly readjust how I'm going to approach my backing. Or, you know what it doesn't also show you? Where the bloody doors are for receiving and shipping. Unless you have a security gate, you really aren't going in a blind hunt on someone's property of, okay, where's the receiving and shipping? And then you're having to waste time looking for a door about yay big with big doors and a little door, and the little door says, come on in, I'll help you get your paperwork signed out and tell you what door you need to back into the big door, you know? So, right, Cat Mom? So that's the thing about OTR. I have that knowledge. I have that experience of different things being thrown at me constantly. Like sunshine, heat, cold, hailstorms, winter, sleet, ice, snow. Mind you, this year, I'll be the first to tell you, I didn't really experience snow that much, which is a good thing, because I don't like driving in snow. You wouldn't want to know why I don't like driving in snow? Because I'm from Ohio, and Ohio has snow, and lots of it. Hello, baby. You know, so I don't like driving in snow. I hate driving in snow. If you all saw the clips for Dallas, go check those shorts out, and that'll tell you exactly why I don't like driving in the winter conditions. Because I was holding the steering wheel tight that my knuckles turned white. White, that is. Lantis, hey, no please, thank you. So I'm giving this company a chance. I want to see what improvements are going to happen. What's going to be done. Oh, by the way, looks like I might be keeping this truck to 500,000 miles or 400,000 miles, which is fine by me, you know. All right, Kathy, I hope you have a good night. You know, don't forget to shoot emails if you guys have questions either. But I'm not done yet. I'm still talking. Please don't hit my truck. You guys gotta see. Like, seriously? Oh well. There's a lot of things that, as over-the-road truck drivers, you're on the road for months on end, sometimes weeks on end. And as local or regional drivers, you can come home every single night, which is great. But then that's more like an hourly position rather than a mile position, which is fine by me. However, the hours might be different, you know. As in like regional, you get paid by the miles, which is great. And sometimes you'll get paid per load or per pickup, because regional, you could be doing like LTL or something like that, you know. There's a lot of things that there's a different thing. So if I just have to give this company a chance while it's going through this process of being owned by Knight Swift. And yeah, I'm gonna defend Swift. I'm gonna defend Knight. For those people who hate Swift, get one thing clear. It's not the company itself, okay? It's the drivers who drive for the company. I'm going to explain something to you. I'm a 1-year experienced driver. I have had one major fuck up. Okay? And I was treated like I was the worst driver by other drivers. Oi! Stop it! Oh, you need water. Never mind! Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. You need water, too? I was wondering why you were going to mention that at Atlantis. Here. I gotta get you more water, huh? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm going to get my cat more water. She demands more water. sweetheart. I don't know why I go and cry. So, where was I? Where was I? I forgot my train of thought. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Crap. Oh. Drivers and companies, right? Reputations. Now, it is the person who is learning to drive the truck to take in the information and to understand what they're being taught. Okay? The company who hires the person is hiring a person that they think is up to standard to their company standards. When I did that one major fuck up back in February, I think it was in February, or was it March? Anyway, y'all saw those pictures, right? Y'all saw the pictures where I damn near tipped over the trailer, okay? And I was like crucified by other drivers on that. They're like, how did you learn this and this and that and this and this? And how did you get your license? And, oh, I would never have done that. I've been driving for 25 years and I couldn't have done that. You know what? I'll be the first to tell you. It's gonna happen to the best of us. It really is. But for those people who are working for companies that have bad names, it's not the company, it's the drivers that are driving for the company that are giving the company the bad name because they're just, they don't understand. They didn't understand what they're being taught. I mean, think about it. My mistake on that day was, one, I didn't see the sign that said something very important that I didn't see, and actually I found out that it's not my fault on that particular front. That they made that, they need to make that sign bigger, which they now have made that sign bigger for safety reasons. But also, my tandems were all the way to the back of the trailer, and I usually drive my trailers with my tandems forward all the way to the front to the most extent because it's easier for turning in tight spots. Well, I forgot my tandems were all the way to the back, so it takes longer for the trailer to turn on a radius. I can't really explain that either. I can, but I'll probably complicate it, you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is that don't judge a book by its cover until you understand the book. Alright? Swift in itself and Knight, all the companies that I know focus on safety. It's the person who is driving the truck responsibility to implement what they have learned and how to drive the truck that the way they're taught. Can some of the teaching be better? Absolutely. I still say it, and I will still say it to this day. You cannot learn how to drive a truck in a week, or 2 weeks, or 4 weeks. You cannot do it. If you can do it, great. But I guarantee you, you're not gonna learn how to move that truck within 4 weeks. You're not. You're not gonna be good at backing very well. You're not gonna be quick at backing, which you're not supposed to be quick. It's another thing. Take your time when you're backing up. Take your time when you're backing up. Because when you are backing up, you are only able to see one side we try to set up for a sight side back. We don't want to set up for a blind side back. Okay, this is the blind side, this is the sight side. Okay, never want to set up for a blind side back. It is hard to do. I've done it twice in my career, maybe 3 times actually. And I think you guys actually seen a clip of me doing a blind side back in, where was I? Texas? Or was I in the East Coast? I was somewhere. And do you guys remember how many times I got out of that truck to see where the back end of my trailer was to the other trailers? Take your time when you're backing up. If you are unsure of what you are doing, oi, Atlantis, oh whatever, take your time. You want to know why? Because if you damage someone's truck or you damage your trailer, that puts you out of commission, takes you out of the game, losing money. You know, I was sitting at a truck stop for 15 minutes waiting for someone to back up. Did I blow my horn at them? No. Did I go right past them when I think they had it? No. Did I sit there very patiently and let them do what they had to do to back up their trailer and truck into a spot? Absolutely. I don't want to feel pressured when I'm backing up. You shouldn't either. Hey, Atlanta, stop, please. You know, those guys that are honking their horn or blowing their air horn or telling you to hurry up, you know, the one thing that they aren't, the one thing that they don't do for you is cover your ass when you hit something because you felt pressured. They could care less. They don't make your paychecks. They don't run your truck. They don't know what you have. So ignore them. If they're not there to help you, ignore them. You do what you have to do to safely back that truck up at all costs. I don't care if it's getting out 100 times to look at something, even though you looked at it 2 seconds ago. I don't care. If that's what you need to do to get yourself a photographical memory of where you're at, do it. I don't care. I don't care if you have to ask somebody to help. Do it. I've done it. I've asked for help. I've been told off by it a few times of, oh, you don't know how to back up? I know how I'm backing up. I just need some assistance in making sure that I don't hit something. See, sometimes extra eyes is a good thing. Very much so in this field. Because this trailer, this truck has so many blind spots. You don't know. You know? Last night when I was backing into my spot after getting my trailer fixed, all I had to do was a simple offset maneuver. Alright? I knew I had to do a little offset to get back into my spot. You know what I did? Took my sweet little time doing it. Took me 15 minutes to do. I stopped the truck 4 times to make sure I wasn't going to hit the truck on the one side and to make sure that what I was seeing on my sight side was actually true. You want to know why I say that? Because the mirrors on your trailer doors or on your doors, there's a thing called objects in mirrors will seem closer than what they actually are. If you ever look at your mirror on your car, it will clearly state objects in the mirror are closer than what they really are. Which means your depth perception is going to be different. It's going to be off. It's going to be kind of close, but really it's not going to be accurate. Alright? That's why you get out, you look on your one side, you look on your others, you know? Exactly. You know, always don't ever be in a rush. What's up, Texas? How's it going? Don't be in a rush to back a trailer up. Don't be in a rush to, you're in charge of your semi. This is your paycheck. This is how you make your living. The other drivers don't make your living for you. They can cost you to have an accident, and they can help you, that's great. But really, you are the captain of your ship. You run it like you want to run it. But run it safely. I could tell you Swift focuses a lot on safety, okay? The company can give you the tools to succeed. It's the driver's responsibility to use those tools and use them efficiently to succeed for the company. These drivers that are going in the middle of fields, the drivers who are running into curbs or running into posts or running into other trucks or completely jackknifing or completely doing something else, is because they're not doing the things they were taught to do things safely. They're not doing things they were taught to do things safely. I can't stress it enough. When you get your CDL, you are given the tools to succeed, almost to succeed. You're going to have to learn some more and ask for help when needed, Do I want change in the way that companies train people? Absolutely. They gotta have a longer period of training. You gotta be behind this wheel for at least I want to say at least 100 hours. Behind the wheel. 100 hours with a trainer before you even go for your CDL. That's what I would like to see. I want somebody in that passenger seat teaching the student how to back up, how to maneuver, how the trailer is going to maneuver in any little way, what to look for when driving, what to do when this happens, and get used to how the truck drives, get used to how the trailer drives at different weight levels and especially when you have different weights. When you have 44,000 pounds compared to a load that's 12,000 pounds. Going down a hill, going down to 6%, going down to 5%, going down to 4%, and etc. Using the Jake brake, how does that affect? You don't learn any of that in school. You don't. And the companies that hire these new drivers, including me, I could tell you shit right now that your drainers, I hate to say it, are going to be in the back sleeping because the way the dispatch works sometimes is forced double team dispatch. Meaning they're giving you team runs. So you're driving as a new student and your trainer is in back sleeping because he has to drive the next shift. He's not awake to teach you, to show you, to tell you what you're doing wrong, to tell you, hey, don't go so fast around that corner, this is why. You have to be awake as a trainer. You have to be 100% alert as a trainer. But before you get your CDL, like your physical copy of your CDL, you need to be behind the wheel for more than a week and to learn, to understand, to kind of get an understanding of how the truck reacts, what to do in situations. That's my brand. CR England is where I got my license. My CR England license, I had one whole week of driving around in a square, in circles. I had one day of 2 hours on the highway with 3 other students, which really meant I only had maybe like 30 minutes behind on a highway. How to do lane changes on a highway, how to do another lane change on a highway, And I literally had only a week behind the wheel. I got my CDL, and you want to know why I got my CDL? Because I learned. I took the knowledge that was given to me in a short time period and did things the way I needed to do to get my CDL. But guess what I did? I asked questions. I took my time. I took my time to understand what my truck is doing at any given time. That whole time when I was in Dallas driving on ice, black ice, which was mistake number 1 for me. I learned that day, wait, because I forgot it has frozen overnight and ice freezes. I should have just waited. All I was doing was taking an empty trailer to the yard. It wasn't a rush load. I could have waited till later on in the day. You know, I learned things. I'm trying to become a better driver by just learning from the mistakes I've made. But really, certain things could be avoided if there was like if there was a simple system set in place for drivers who want to get their CDLs. Okay, you need this many hours of studying before you can get your CDL. You need this many hours before you can go for your CDL behind the wheel. You need to really know the truck's, like, you need to know stuff. You need to know your suspension. You need to know your air brake system. You need to know how a combination vehicle works and how it differs. You need to know what off-track set is. You need to know that what's going to happen when you accelerate, what's going to happen to the load. You need to know a lot of basic stuff in a semi. You need to learn stuff, you know, before you get your CDL. That's just my opinion on it. You know, it's getting late. I know it's like 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I gotta get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So let me know what you guys think on that. But let me put it in the comments below, because I'm going to be ending the stream though. Or better yet, email me. Email's a good way of getting a hold of me. What do you guys think about that? You know, don't judge a book by its cover until you actually know the book. You know? So, anyway guys, I gotta get to bed because I gotta get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and start driving. I had to take a nap today, so that's good. And I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you again for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm debating on whether I'm gonna stream or not. I'm not sure yet. I hope you guys have a good night. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys learned something today. Bye! Don't forget to hit the like button, please. For every 10 likes, Atlantis gets 1 cat treat. So, if she has 20 likes, we get her 2 cat treats. If we have 70 likes, she gets 7. Not all at one time, but throughout the day, you know? So don't forget to hit the like button, okay? I hope you guys have a good night. I'll catch you guys next time. In the comments after this live stream, put down below what you guys think about the whole training system in the industry. And what do you guys want to see from this channel? How do you guys want to see it? Alright? Hope you guys all have a good night. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!